So much has been about mysterious beings, the most common being encounters with angels. Reports of encounters with guardian angels have continued to be heard. In contrast, some reports state that these angels appear to deliver essential messages, while others claim that they seem to offer helping hands to those who need it. With these claims, many still doubt the existence of guardian angels. So join us.
Let's look at this surveillance camera angel. One night in 2018, a Michigan couple were relaxing at home. That's when they got an alert from their home security system. Movement had been detected outside the front of their home. When they checked their surveillance cameras, they were shocked. They saw this gigantic, angelic-looking creature hovering over their truck. The man named Glenn and his wife, as well as their pastor, believed an angel visited them in the night. Many experts also chimed in, saying this may be a real-life angel caught on camera.
According to the pastor, the whiskey outline in the picture is proof of God's protection. Recounting the experience, the pastor would explain that at the house of Glenn Thorman, the fire chief of East Jordan, the security camera seemed to have recorded a snapshot of a supernatural being. He claimed that it was an angel and that there was no question that it was watching over the residents as they slept, as the family always prays that angels surround them and their property. The photos have not been altered in any way, and the second one shows the angel working away. The camera could capture this as it detected anything in motion or anything unusual, and there were lots of tears when they opened up the footage and watched it. While some believe that the object captured by the security camera is a moth, the pastor remains convinced that it was a guardian angel, as the temperature at the time of the photo was taken was too cold for it to have been an insect.
On, we have to look at this angel who saved a man's life. Could this be a man being saved by his guardian angel? The video comes from a surveillance camera in China. A man is riding through an intersection on his tricycle. That's when a massive truck comes speeding across the road. The truck is about to hit the tricycle, but that's when a figure comes out of nowhere and saves the man on the tricycle. It all happened so quickly. The truck driver gets out of his vehicle and walks over to see what happened. Both the man on the tricycle and the truck driver are in total disbelief. The figure who saved the man seems to walk off casually. It's sort of hard to tell what this figure is, but some believe it may be a real-life guardian angel. Whatever this thing is, it did seem to emit a light source when saving the man. But what do you think? Is this the work of an angel or something else? We have to look at this fatherly spirit caught on camera. One day a man's father passed away, so he decided to do a road trip to the Great Lakes to do some fishing. That's because that's something him and his father always did together. The man was grieving and feeling sad, but that's when a figure appeared to be floating on top of the lake. There was no one else around, but this angelic human-shaped figure appeared out of nowhere, and it looked like the man's father who'd passed away just days earlier. Maybe he wanted to fish with his son for one last time. The angel didn't stay around for long, but just enough time for this man to take a photo. You can even see this man's father's reflection in the water he's standing on.
In video footage that was uploaded to Facebook on August the 5th of 2012, you can see a dark, quiet shopping mall on the screen with a lone man or woman walking towards the bottom right. The individual moves away from the screen and remains still for some seconds before a being, in the form of a bright white light, pops up at the top corner of the camera. Viewing closely, the being gives the same description as an angel. It appears the being is much of a human in shape but possesses large white wings, which the angel keeps open around its body as it reaches down. The footage showed that the angel tends to reach for something on the floor before flying away at a different angle from the camera's view on the top of the screen. While the sight of the supernatural being seems extremely incredible, it is observed that when it lands on the ground, lightning strike like bolts of light tend to be with it. Even the pillars and tree boxes surrounding the area that it landed appeared to be temporarily lit up by its brightness. The angel's speed is another puzzling subject of discussion, as its illumination follows immediately by a split second, implying that it can move faster than the speed of light. The angel and its light are lovely sights to behold. However, the video continues and reveals the presence of witnesses. While these witnesses might not have seen the angel due to the speed at which it came and left, they witnessed the evidence, that being the light. 4 people who happened to see the light rushed to the spot, inspecting the ground and searching for its source, and while the purpose for a visit is yet to be ascertained, it remains clear that angels exist, and most of all, they make contact with human. Angel watching over a young girl admitted to the hospital. Yet another surreal story that proves the existence of guardian angels is that of Amber Rose, a 9-year-old girl. Amber Rose had been admitted to the Presbyterian Hospital in Charlotte, where she was diagnosed with acute pneumonia. All the staff of the hospital knew about her and her family as she had grown up in and out of the hospital. She would be admitted to the pediatric intensive care unit for about a month and was placed on life support. Following her condition, which seems to deteriorate by the second, doctors had approached her mother explaining the possibilities of taking her off of life support. Debbie Rose, the mother, was okay with it and declared that if it was her time to go, that she would honor that, and so they removed it. Going days without life support, little Amber left the hospital staff in awe as she remained alive. The doctors again approached her mother and told her that they would take off the young girl's oxygen mask, and once again, her mother stayed supportive. Moving to the chart that her oxygen had been taken off, the nurse practitioner was surprised at what she had seen on the camera. Leading into the intensive care unit was a man who was standing by the door, looking at her in a funny way. Curious about why he was standing there, the nurse practitioner decided to personally walk down the hall and open the door, and when she did so, she found no one. She again returned to the nurse's station to finish her charting, concluding that the man had probably walked away. However, he was still standing there when she looked at the monitor. So she opened the door using the button near the nurse's station, but he wasn't standing there. Surprised at the fantastic turn of events, she then beckoned on another nurse to see the man, and both observed that the man could be seen while the door was shut. However, he always disappeared when the door became open. At that moment, they realized it was no ordinary man, but instead was an angel. His wings suddenly became visible, and he suddenly began shining brightly, making all of the intensive care unit full of light. Now, certain that it was an angel, they pulled all the staff of the intensive care unit and the mother of the young girl, who was so shocked to see what was happening. Everyone quickly pulled out their phones to take a picture, but nobody captured the shot except the young girl's mother.